Good evening all, it's Loopy Trader here, and I had a few emails from my clients about cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin. I know a lot of you are starting to buy or want to start buying crypto and have asked my opinion on the state of the market right now. Well, my quick and concise answer is that Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency is a volatile trade. Quite risky to trading in the short term, but in the longer term, and by that I mean a few years, I personally feel that anything under $10,000 per Bitcoin is quite a cheap buy. If you're asking me in the short term what the hell is happening with Bitcoin, because the questions have been a bit far-ranging, there has been a little more volatility than normal. As you can see, quite a dip here in a couple of weeks back. Well, this was due mostly because China's decision to ban local exchanges, forcing them to cease trading activity by end of October, coupled with a large Chinese exchange ceasing to trade from the 30th September announcement from them, sent the price spiraling down to the $3,000 mark, but stopping firmly there before a recovery. Also, an announcement from the CEO of JP Morgan stating that Bitcoin is a fraud didn't help either, but that was more of a case of kicking Bitcoin when it was down, so to get it further down so his company and other corporates could buy in at these much lower rates, and they did, by the way. Since then, after what seemed as a mild recovery, interest has kind of waned a bit, and there seems to be little buy power out there. And for the last 2 weeks or so, it's kept within sort of $600-700 trading range. As for technical analysis, well, my favorite thing that I've identified here is a sort of a descending broadening wedge. If you take a line here through the highs since the beginning of this month, and also draw a line through the lows, you kind of got this megaphone here. And what I think is that for as long as it sort of stays within this, you can expect a bit more selling and a continuation perhaps of a downward trend. The interesting thing about descending broadening wedges is that it has just as much of a chance to break upwards and out of this as it has to continue downward. But for as long as the price action keeps within this area, I will be watching and waiting before converting cold hard cash into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin today, again, keeping within that range that I mentioned earlier, struggling to breach this, to get through this $4,000 mark here. It sort of keeps bouncing off that and coming down. So quite a period of consolidation after that small crash. But having said that, I think there is a good potential for it to break out of this descending broadening wedge and continue upwards. But for me, I am currently sitting on the fence and just waiting to see what happens. If it does come down towards the $3,000 mark again, I don't think it will actually go that far down, but I'd expect to catch it around 3.2 maybe, something around there, and sort of buy in there if you do want to buy into the currency. So that's where I am with it at the moment. I'm sitting on the fence, and I think you should kind of sit on the fence is my advice. But as always, do whatever you think is best. Okay. Talk to you next time.